just so you all, because we're all like, I guess we're still like kind of waiting. You can see who we got. We got Rameez. Full house. Person we're roasting today. All right, are we good? All right, I guess we're about to start. All right, are we good? Yeah, I know. I'm asking if we're good.
Are we good?
Oh, what's he doing? No, we've not started yet. It says we'll return after this short break. We're starting in like literally 30 seconds. All right, are we good? All right, let's do it. All right. One last check to see who's here. Oh, the homies. All right, let's do it. All right. We gotta close this. We don't want to listen to them. All right. All right. Hi guys. Hi guys. My name is Josh Morgan, and welcome to the Apartment 33 roast of Rameez. We gather all here tonight to honor our great friend Rameez. And also to see if Priya will say anything funny. To be honest, I'm not really sure why I agreed to this roast. I had to put reading my new edition of Zoo Books on hold. It's very interesting. I actually got to the part where they described the species named Blake Ball. Its main diet consists of pine cones and tree bark. At least I have a lot of awesome people here to back me up on this roast. We got Blake, Sean, Jason, Rameez, Adeel, Dan, Ed, Bernard, Lucas, Priya, Shireen's sister, Daniel, and that guy. Who are you again? Are you the Papa John's delivery dude? You're not? Shit. Dan O'Sullivan is here today. Let's give it up for him. You know, Dan is an innovator. In fact, he created the legendary TSI Fight Club group chat. There's been a dozen of great fights, and all of them have happened in that group chat. And none other than Sean Fox is here. Sean is one of the bravest women I've ever met. I mean, come on. To walk into the men's bathroom at Joe's? You're crazy. Sean, one half woman, one half Army veteran. I'm kidding. He's actually just 100% a Big Time Rush member. Adeel. Yes. Glad you could make it out tonight. Yeah. I thought there was a chance you deleted the Facebook app on your phone and you wouldn't see the invitation. Hopefully you'll be coming out to our next great event, a 100-meter dash between Rameez and Blake's Pet Rock. I got $5 on Blake's Pet Rock winning. You know, Sanaya couldn't be here tonight, but the Fantastic Four is comprised of 5 mutant beings. Mr. Fantastic, the Thing, the Invisible Woman, and Sanaya Dukander, the human air horn. Sanaya, your music taste has a lot in common with Fortnite. It's really shitty and it appeals to a 13-year-old boy. People say that Sanaya is one of the most annoying people they know, but we really shouldn't be so harsh. It takes a lot of effort to never stop talking at a high volume. Look, I'll try it right now. Oh my God, what movie are we watching? It's only been 5 minutes, I'm so bored. Can we watch Sausage Party? We're gonna watch Sausage Party. This is so fucked. All right, I'm sorry, that actually is really hard to do. All jokes aside, I kind of appreciate when you yell because it makes the next time a little bit more quiet. My doctor has already suggested ear implants for me. I'm so happy Bernard Chan decided to show up today. You know, Bernard is one of the most stylish people I know. Hey, when did Hanes and Supreme have a collaboration? I'm glad they made that. I don't think I remember. I'm glad they made that box logo tee affordable now. Rameez can finally get a new t-shirt. He hasn't had one in 8 years. Me and Bernard always have great late night food runs back at home. He always recommends the greatest places to eat at. Seven Treasures, Ming Hing, the dog shelter. Shireen Husami is here with us tonight. I'm sure everyone knows about her cat Meow. I mean, who couldn't? She Snapchats Meow almost every single day. That cat's got it fucking made, let me tell you. With all the food Shireen feeds it, she may as well just change its name to Garfield. Sorry, I mean Ed Punzelin. Hey Ed, how you doing? Question, is your favorite hand in poker a full house because it reminds you of yourself alone at your apartment? Come on, Ed, no reason to get angry. That's not a McChicken over there, that's just Rameez. Can you guys believe it? Jason Gassel is here. I thought he would be performing in Chicago over the weekend with his band Soft Rain Airplane, or as some people call it, who? However, I think if anyone is most likely to become famous in this room, it is Jason. His band has its own Spotify page, 79 total monthly listeners. 78 of them being his alternative accounts, and the other being me in my room having to listen to him sing in the morning when he's in the shower. Okay, well, this one I have to change up a little bit, but look who didn't decide to show up tonight. Nate Krantz, or Krantz, however you pronounce it. Nate, I think Nate is one of the hardest working people I've met. I'm serious. He passes every single test he takes, whether it be biology, chemistry, mental retardation. I'm kidding, Nate. You're actually really smart. I mean, who would have thought of buying a gas mask would be such a great purchase? Rameez uses it every day when he has to go into his room. I'm dying right now. Priya just said the funniest joke I've ever heard. Nothing. Priya, even crickets choose not to chirp at your jokes. I gotta say, Priya, you're pretty fashionable. Maybe even more than Bern. One of you guys wear fake designer brands, while the other one of you dress up like a 10-year-old girl who found their old light-up Skechers. Who else is here? Blake Ball. What even are you? Are you human? Have we ever really taken the time to ponder why Blake does a reality check every hour? Blake claims it helps him to lucid dream, but I think it's just an excuse. I think it's just an excuse he made up to pick his nose and eat his boogers in public without being called out. I gotta say, Blake, I don't think I've met anyone ever like you. My best bet at finding another individual similar to you would be traveling back to the 10,000 BC and talking to a Neanderthal. Unga boonga, chocolate in my chili. Unga boonga, 10-mile run at 3 in the morning. And finally, the man we're all here for today, Rameez Sheikh.
Fuck Rameez!
You know, Rameez, when I first met you, I always knew you were a player. Who could forget the first drunk night after Lion? Priya was over and you said, "Who's that fucking bitch over there?" You guys probably already know that Rameez was somebody's first. But But what you don't know is that it was also the first time Rameez had thought about doing his laundry. He didn't actually end up doing his laundry that night, but it's the thought that counts. I also probably wouldn't do any of my laundry if my entire wardrobe was from the year 2009. It's not like we're really trying to impress anyone here. Rameez just recently quit his job working at Insomnia Cookies. But that doesn't mean he isn't making any money anymore. His mom actually sends him a weekly allowance. All he has to do is yell at her on the phone for 30 minutes every day. It's that simple. But Rameez, you're a great friend. And I wish you the best of luck in the future as a 24-year-old incoming freshman at ISU. May you be many others' new firsts. All right, who wants to go up? Oh, wait.
You didn't play it out?
No, well, who wants to go up and I'll play their song?
Mike's going. Mike, are you not the anchor? I guess we can just go around the room.
Don't start just yet.
Who's the anchor?
Let it play a little bit.
Who's good?
All right, we're all going to join in a sing-along song for a little bit while my intro song plays.
The anchor, right? That's how it works.
You gotta get up, gotta get out, gotta get home before the morning comes. If I'm late, got a big date, gotta get home before the sun comes up. Dan, where are you at? Gotta get days, I can't stay, gotta run, yeah. Gotta get home, got up the phone, gotta know the people are gonna be late. Alright, thank you Josh for starting out the Roast of Rameez in style, and thank everyone for being here tonight for the Roast of Rameez. So, Josh prides himself on being a pro walker, but have you guys ever actually watched the way he walks? Buddy's feet are pointing perpendicular to his body while he walks, in the line that he's walking in. No wonder his knees fall out of his socket more often than Daniel falls in brackets to some shitty-ass player. Josh's knee falls out of his socket more often than Shireen falls for a J. Cole fanatic like Kevin or Adeel. By the way, fuck J. Cole. Josh walks, or should I say waddles, exactly like Scrooge McDuck, which makes perfect sense considering how Jewish Josh is. Now, Josh is a little scared of girls, and he didn't used to have a Tinder, but recently he came to me and asked me for input on his Tinder bio. So here's how it looked. Below average white dude in almost every aspect. Ideal date. Let's grab some McChickens. Also, you're paying since I'm Jewish. We got Dan here tonight. Let's give it up for Dan. So, most of you don't know this about Dan, but Dan's a fucking pussy. Dan worries about the smallest things constantly, especially if we're tripping. This Wednesday, we stepped on a piece of grass. Dan goes, hey, don't trespass. Oh, we don't want to kick out on the last day of school. In Kentucky, I was trying to play with a ball. Dan revoked my ball privileges. I'm not sure why. I can only assume because he has no balls himself. Ever wonder why Dan never takes the bus? He's scared of crossing the street and getting hit by a car. Ever wonder why Dan stopped entering Melee weeklies? He's scared Shalom's gonna 2-0 him. We got Jason here tonight. Unfortunately for Jason, we can't have subtitles on this roast. And you know he needs them because he's basically deaf. Jason lost his hearing playing in his band, and honestly, who can blame him? You can only listen to Soft Rain Airplane so many times before your eardrums commit suicide. Unfortunately, Rameez's brother, Aram, aka Frat Douchebag, is not here tonight. We missed him. He, in similar fashion to Rameez, he messaged me, hey, I don't have a ride and it's a bit of a long walk, so I'm gonna stay home. Nate's also not here tonight, which is unfortunate, because I'm sure we all had a lot to say about him. Nate's by far the luckiest person in this entire group. He won $5,000 in Vegas. He was born to a rich white family, and somehow he won the right to say nigga 100 times a day. Nate has the odds on his side. Besides Rameez, Nate is the odds-on favorite to die from fatness or drug use. We got Jared here tonight. Jared was able to move out of the barren wasteland of Kentucky. Sadly, he moved right into another wasteland, Champaign, Illinois. Now, Jared used to be ranked 3rd in Melee in the entire state of Kentucky, and now he lives in a small town in the middle of nowhere and it's ranked 6th. Imagine thinking you're good and you can't even beat me in Melee. I'm better than you, buddy. 100-0, no upsets. Ed Punzelin's here. How could we miss him, though? The man has barely dropped any weight and is getting to crunch time on his back. Ed is passionate, though. I'll give him that. He's the only man in the world who would rather have a McFlurry than $7,000. It's not like Ed needs the money, though. He's made enough in his life off the UIUC poker group and from scamming little kids in Yu-Gi-Oh! in his pitch. Let's give it up for all the girls that are here today. We got Shireen's sister. We got Shireen, we got Priya, and we got Sean Fox. I'm glad Sean can make it. Although, to be honest, we all knew he'd make it. Besides coming to 33, the only thing he does is playing Toho, sleep, and grooming his luxurious hair. We got some little kids here today, too. We got Daniel, we got Shireen's sister, and we got Adeel. Give it up for Adeel, who we've all gotten to know a lot better this year. Adeel goes through the life the same way he went through the season of Survivor. Aloof, clueless, and doing stupid shit for no reason at all. Finally, we got Bernard, and we also got Priya, who might as well just roast them together. Because why not? So yesterday, Priya says she's staying in Chicago for a couple weeks with some family friends. But, you know, we all know you're actually staying at Bernard's place. Don't get us wrong. You can drop the act. Guys, they're a great couple with a lot of similarities. Terrible music taste. That's all I got, actually. On second thought, I guess they're a great couple because they balance each other out. We got Bernard's inspo canceling out Priya's anti-inspo. We got Bernard's swollest canceling out Priya's twig figure. And we got Bernard's Asianness canceling out Priya's whiteness. And now for the man of the hour, Rameez Sheikh. Give it up. I was a little nervous about this roast, but as some of you may not know, Rameez has been roasted before in Iowa, and he has not been back to Iowa since that roast, so we'll see how this goes today. Let's talk a bit about Rameez's sex life. All right, here's Rameez's 2 greatest accomplishments on the year. You all know the first one because he brings it up almost every chance he gets. Rameez got blown by a freshman in Wasaja from Tinder. And
I've never walked past Wasaja.
his first Tinder match of the year, mind you. Very impressive. And the second time, of course, is when he talked to his coworker Jen for 10 minutes after lying before inevitably getting shut down by her. But, guys, don't hate. At least Rameez was with one more girl this year than Josh and Sean have been with their entire lives. All right, Sean has a good excuse, though. Most girls don't even know he's a guy. No hate, though. Not all of us can be Chads. Speaking of Chads, let's talk about Rameez's intense jealousy of his Chad brother, or should I say, Zane brother, Aram, who sadly cannot be here tonight. During the first week of the school here, when we met Rameez was enhanced by Blake Juice. Everyone was on the balcony. Rameez was transformed by Meezy by Blake Juice, and he just starts berating Aram about their relationship with their brother. Daniel, pass me that hat. Yes. Now, Rameez ain't a Sox fan, but you know he's got to have the hat on.
Wait, that's a Sox hat.
Aram, Mom likes me better than you. How does it feel? Aram, my mom gave me $5 for batteries. I bet you didn't get $5. How does it feel? Aram, Mom gives me a better allowance than you. Ha! Who's the Chad now? So if Blake Juice brings out Meezy, then weed is the antidote to that and calms Rameez down. One day, Rameez was telling me how he loves this weed and how it makes him think. And I'm like, Rameez, what do you think about? He says, it makes me think about my past relationships and how they have failed because I'm immature. So naturally, in his quest to become less immature, he continues his daily routine of sitting on the couch and watching endless reruns of Planet Sheen. Speaking of Planet Sheen, I like to think that Rameez sees himself in some of the characters of the TV shows he watches. He's got the retardation of Sheen, the overwhelming body hair of Stan the dog from Dog with a Blog, and the sedentary lifestyle of that palm tree in the Roku loading screen. Rameez wishes he could have the slim body of that palm tree, but in that regards, he's more like a character from my mom's favorite show, My 600-Pound Life. To sum this roast up, Rameez's mind is like his hair. Party in the front, wasteland in the back. Oh my God! And where does Rameez's hat fit in all of this? His hat is apartment 33, sheltering Rameez from the outside as he sits on the same couch day after day, watching whatever TV show is on tonight. Rameez, this has been an amazing year, thanks to you. You are a great friend, and it's a pleasure having you as my roommate. Next up, we got Adeel. Who wants it? Jared wants it. Jared wants it.
I'm gonna need you to help me out here.
I thought we were just going to go down the
No, you should. If I do it later, it's bad news.
Huh?
If I do it later, it's bad news.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Josh remembered! Where's my boy? Josh!
I'll take the next two notes whoever starts.
He is the host.
Alright, I don't know how to attach this to myself, so I'm just gonna hold it.
Either hold it or put it on your shirt.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Hold it too close.
I'm gonna put it about right here. Is that good?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. I like leaning over anyway. Rameez! Yeah, just keep it going.
Hey, quick 3-second break. Rameez is going to the bathroom. He'll be back. When he's back, we'll continue this. He's just in the bathroom. We got Jared.
Got it. Dude, I don't know how to follow Blake up. I'm really worried about following Blake up. Blake, you said words, and then I zoned out. And then I came back, and you were still saying words. And that happened about 5 times. We're waiting on Rameez. Wait, hey, Josh, what words am I allowed to say? Are there any words I'm not allowed to say? Don't say it. Okay, hang on.
You can say everything, but if you say the N-word, Dan will beat you up.
Dan will beat me up. You're white as fuck.
Sure. Slurs are off limits.
Slurs are off limits.
Yes.
So I can't even say kite.
They're not off limits. Wait, if it's about you. They're not off limits. Dan will just fight you. You gotta ask Josh's permission too. Jared, you can say that. Oh, I don't still fight you.
Wait. Jason, is this acceptable?
Your jokes are awesome. Those are so funny. Yeah. Alright, because we're nice. With a soft A. Wait, alright, maybe. Only with the soft A, I thought you would accept.
Wait, am I allowed the soft A?
Yes, but not accessibly.
Not accessible. You say no altogether. Wait. Jason is saying no altogether.
Your employer might be watching. Somebody already said.
What?
Your employer might be watching.
Who's my boy?
Your employer.
My employer? You ain't watching this shit.
Jared, if you say it, every time you say it, Dan will punch you.
Dan can't punch shit.
You'll see all that.
Blake, you don't even match. What the fuck is this? This is jeans and an actual. You're like trying for like a web interview. Blake, you look like you're about to like be on a webcam and trying to try. But in reality, you don't give a fuck about if you get this job or not.
Alright.
Rameez, sit down. Okay.
Rameez just checked 3 beers to see if there's anything left that he can slam.
Okay, first of all,
Cracking the third one open.
Rameez, I know you can't drink that fast. Why the fuck do you pretend to have 3 beers? You have a water right there. You're a puss. Okay, so I don't have a lot to say. Other than Dan, stop stealing my drinks. Set it down. That's mine. Okay?
Oh, I figured you'd had enough, so I figured I'd finish it.
You can't steal my drinks. You know you're not allowed to do that. But I guess as a stats major, you don't really know what you're supposed to know. Otherwise, you'd be in any sort of actual STEM. Set it down. Alright. This is a pre-roast.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, we all know that wrapping a hoodie around your waist is, like, mega gay. Like,
you can put
I thought about hooking you up with some of my gay friends earlier, but then Blake tried to inform me that you weren't gay.
Jared, we went over this. Putting a hoodie around your waist is not.
It's mega gay.
You can put it around your neck. That's worse.
Putting it around your neck is a little bit better because at least you acknowledge that you're suicidal. But anyway, the whole reason I'm up here is because of this. I don't know what to call you. I want to say child, but like, I don't know. Anyway, I'm sitting over right where Josh is. And Rameez looks over at me and says, quote, I know I've only known you a month and a half, but it feels like I've known you a whole lot longer than that. I was like, Rameez, I've lived here 2.5 weeks. I don't know what to tell you. I love this guy for sharing all of his weed with me. But how the fuck did you think I've been here a month and a half?
I got a bad sense of time.
Yeah, bad sense of a lot of things. I don't know what to follow up with that. Dude, I've been here 2 weeks. What are you thinking?
Buddy got the time wrong.
Blake, you don't even match. Stop talking.
He's clashing.
He is the definition of an online interview. You look so good. Top up. But then bottom, you're just like naked. I was like, who the fuck cares? Lucas.
What?
How are you not gay? I Blake would have bet $1,000 on him moving in. That Blake was, and not even Blake. Blake, you're kind of gay.
He does have a girlfriend.
But that's good. Yeah, Lucas, dude. The second I learned that Lucas has a girlfriend, I questioned everything I knew about life. This man does like the most like hand flaps. Like, no, I'm not about that life. Zamo, you're 12. I don't want to see you laugh at anything.
He stole my joke.
What? It's not even a joke yet.
Yeah, because you've been 12 for 5
It
years.
wasn't a joke 5 years ago. You actually were 12. That doesn't even work.
Is this the roast?
Are you done?
Okay, here's the thing. I'm stalling because I have no idea what the fuck else to say.
You're not roasting that.
You're dead as fuck.
This has been the roast.
Jared, you're good. You're doing good. You're doing
Doing good?
It's been an
Average, below average, below average roast. The reason
Like your peach, right? Below average. All you do is down tilt and then float, and you say, "Oh, I'm technical as fuck." That's all you do. You float off stage for 2 minutes.
Oh, I was supposed to be after.
Yeah. So Blake was decent. So I was attempting to like lower everything a little bit.
Lower the expectations.
Yeah, you lower the expectations so the next
I
person.
like it. Keep going, Jared. Fuck everything up.
We're like in the Mariana Trench right now. You really lowered him.
I can't go lower.
All right.
Man's hit bedrock.
Daniel, much as you actually suck at Melee, you're right about this. So whoever's next, go right ahead.
John Fox.
You forgot to roast the main guy at Rameez.
told the exact quote about Rameez, right?
Oh, at the beginning. Traditionally, yes. All right. All right. This seems like a good spot. Alright. Moving to the country, gonna eat me a lot of beaches. Yeah, I'm good. Alright. Yeah, just reading text from my mom. Hold on a sec. I gotta roast myself a little bit. Not like I have anyone else texting me. So yeah, can we just shut the fuck up, please? Thanks. Lucas really thinks he can sit in the back and talk the whole time, bro. But yeah, can we give it up for Josh, our host? You did a great job at the beginning, and then you immediately got overshadowed by Blake's amazing roast. So, you know. But I got a funny story about Josh. A while back, Josh told me this story. He said he was really excited to go out this week, and this week as in, it was at least a month ago. And he said, yeah, last night I was practicing this dance. Check it out. And he goes, and I was like, wow, that's pretty impressive. How long did you spend on that? He says, yeah, it took me about 3 or 4 hours practicing in my room alone against the mirror. I think it's really refined. I can't wait to bust it out at the Lion dance floor tomorrow. And I said, okay, but I'm pretty surprised you're going to go to Lion when you have a test in 3 weeks. Like, don't you have to study? Nate's not here, but, you know, I thought I had a pretty funny joke about him. And honestly, I almost feel bad saying it because it's kind of a low blow, but fuck it. I said, you know, Nate, you've really gotten better in Melee. You've put on quite a transformation in the last 4 years. And it kind of reminds me of Mango. But now that I think about it, when I think of Mango and you, I'm probably thinking more of the transformation in your physique than your Melee skills. If he was here, I'd say sorry to him, but he's not. So if you're looking at the stream, Nate, get fucked. Jason is here. You know, I was recently in the bathroom of Jason and Rameez. I really can't tell who did more damage to that bathroom, but one of you did. And amongst all the horrors I saw in that bathroom, I saw a single sock sitting in the corner of the bathroom underneath the toilet.
And it turns out it's Jason. I hear he just sometimes takes his socks off for whatever reason. And I see he's almost barefoot but wearing shoes with no socks today, so that's something. And I got to say, Jason, you got some balls for walking around this apartment barefoot. So props to you, you know. We got Shireen and Adeel almost sitting on the same couch. Shireen's sister is blocking Shireen, though. That was not part of the roast. That just happens to be the case right now. But I got to say, you're the cutest couple of TSI. But, you know, actually, neither of you are TSI now that I think about it. You don't even play Melee. Why are you even here? We got Daniel Bernstein over there. Also, I did at one point, Blake. I'm sorry. Anyway, we got Bernstein over there, the official bad example of the Two Goods for Drugs program. So, if you want to know how your kid should grow up, if he looks like that at all, just end it. You know, that's not good. We have Blake Ball over there. As Josh mentioned, he might not be a human, but he told me this story the other day. It was pretty crazy. He told me he had a tennis ball and he was playing with it, and he ate some dog food and it tasted really good, and he was chasing some squirrels. But that's not the crazy part. The crazy part is, I don't know. I think he said something at the beginning. I don't know if he said he was on acid or he wasn't, because the story might make sense either way. So we got Bern way in the back, ready to sell you a bank account. Surprisingly, I mean, he's the only Asian person in our squad here, but surprisingly, he kind of hates all the Asian people on campus here. And you know what? I can't really blame him, considering that when he walks around with his fake Yeezys and fake Supreme shirt, he's kind of like immediately being flexed on by any other Asian person who walks by. Oh, we got Andrew in the house. What up?
Oh, fuck yeah.
I didn't write anything for Andrew, but something beanie.
But it looks like double D.
But he got that double D beanie.
All right, back to Sean.
Anyway, moving on. Priya's in the house eating some, I don't know. She had a bubble tea. You know, I thought about her because the other night, actually last night, I was at the Hub, and this is a true story. Some random girl started spilling a drink on the floor, and I felt it hitting my shoes on the back. And I turned around, and I was like, Priya, what the hell? But it wasn't Priya. It wasn't Priya. And I realized, you know what? It makes sense. Priya's too classy to spill a drink on someone's shoe. She would just throw it in my face if it was her, so it wasn't her. You know, we also got Dan in the house. Dan asked me a question recently. He said, what's your favorite Bobby Shmurda song? And I was like, it was kind of scary because I've only heard one Bobby Shmurda song, and I didn't know how to answer this question because I thought I might get punched. So thankfully, Hot Hitta got the message across, and he knew what song I was talking about. And I'm about to get to Rameez, the man of the hour, but let me just say, if I haven't roasted you here, either I didn't know you were going, I was too lazy to write something about you, or you're just not that cool, so sorry. But Rameez, you know, Rameez is quite a guy. There's some things that people are scared of. You know, some people are scared of monsters, of spiders, of serial killers. But if you've ever seen Rameez go destructo mode, you would know true fear. It's something else. I mean, Buddy spiked his phone because he was pissed. Can you imagine how much you use your phone? You have to spike it. It's gone forever.
Sean, I don't know if he was even pissed. He just wanted to spike his phone.
That might be the case, too. That's even scarier if you think about it. I mean, yeah, Rameez is quite a guy. This one time I saw him at a party reading the Quran, and I was like, that's kind of weird. Like, that's not a party activity. But then he told me, yeah, my mom said I could get $5, and if I had that $5, I could, like, bum some cart hits off of somebody, and so I think it's worth it. And I was like, you know what, just do your thing, Rameez, it makes sense to me. But, you know, speaking of the Quran and Islam and religion in general, it's currently Ramadan, and according to at least Rameez's scuffed rules on Ramadan, that means he can't hit his jewel for almost 14 hours in a single day. That ain't easy, guys. Come on. Think about it.
That ain't easy.
14 hours without a Juul. But, really, jokes aside, I gotta say, that's all I got, yeah.
Who's up? Dan?
We skipping all the way down.
Oh, Jason. Oh, wait, Jason. I remember.
Jason's got stuff written down. I think
Like, you were a fucking cold-blooded killer. Holy shit. Oh, let's go! Oh, no! We got great way to turn the weight down. That joke that Sean said about Priya and throwing the cup, that was the best. Alright, everyone quiet down.
Okay, all right. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming. It's always nice to have such a crowd out here. Yeah, you can go ahead and clap. Sometimes I can get a little pissed off when Blake and Josh invite a bunch of people over here, but on nights like tonight, it's totally worth it. Because I also understand we got a lot of people on the stream watching us tonight. That's really cool. A bunch of you have nothing better to do on a Friday night than watch a roast about somebody who they don't even know. That's cool. Another reason why tonight's so great because we got a great host, Josh. Yeah, you can clap. At this point, I'd like to give Josh a minute to clean the apartment real quick. Everybody, please hand him your empty cups and plates and whatnot. Yeah, so Josh, he loves to clean. That's what he does when nobody's here. It's really nice, for me. Like I try to clean sometimes, but Josh always beats me to it. And for Mother's Day, I'm getting a bouquet of flowers for Josh, and not my mom. Josh, one of the funnest things about living with Josh is when he gets really excited about something, it just makes the whole event so much better. But imagine if instead of getting excited about stupid shit like this, if you put all the same effort and passion into not being a total dumbass. All right, other roommate here is Blake, right? Amazing roast. Blake can really, funny isn't really the thing you think of when you think of Blake, but tonight I think he changed that, right? So yeah, Blake, I've known him since high school. Blake, for me, went from being that weird kid in high school who was really good at Melee to being the weird dude that lives with me who's really good at Melee. Yeah, so every day is something new with Blake. It's been a pleasure to live with him. Honestly, of all the things I've seen him do, I'm really honestly surprised you're still alive after the past 4 years. I've never met someone who can be such a dumbass but such a genius at the same time. Truly, yin and yang, right? All right, let's see who else you got here. Jared, you're one of the. I feel like I've met a lot of new people this year through like Blake and Josh, like Dan, Mark, who was in here, Ed. I didn't know you before. Adeel wasn't through Blake and Josh, but I didn't know you before this year. Jared, you're not one of these people. I'm sorry. So we got Sean here. I know everyone's been joking about his long hair, but I just got to add my 2 cents in. How many people here are Aerosmith fans? One person, awesome. All right. So they have a song called "Dude Looks Like a Lady." Yeah. I'm not even going to finish the joke. Josh always talks about how you look like the guy from Office Space, the neighbor, right? I would argue that you look more like Jennifer Love Hewitt from how I know what you did last summer, for those who have seen it. All right. Dan, you're really cool. I'm glad that I've gotten to know you a lot better this year. Your roast would have been a lot easier to write if you were 10% more of a douchebag. But, yeah. Also, your shorts are very tight. It's just something I wanted to say. We got Shireen / Adeel. I feel I shouldn't group you guys. I've known Shireen longer. But Adeel, I'm afraid to roast you because I'm afraid you're gonna try to rustle me. Like, Lucas is also here. I don't consider myself like an angry guy, but one of the things that makes me so angry is when I'm just sitting on the couch watching something, and then you and Nate walk in and just start playing Melee out of nowhere. And Blake and Josh aren't even here. I just want to put my fucking hole through a wall.
I can only imagine how bad that is. I'm so glad that doesn't happen.
No, not really though. Not really. Daniel Bernstein, you should be at home reading the Bernstein Bears. And Bernard, you son of a bitch. All right. Anyways, let's move on. Let's move on to Rameez.
And that's Blake's one spill.
All right. We got first spill tonight. Not me. It's Blake this time.
Of course it's Blake.
All right, Rameez, or as I think of you, Fun Anish. Oh, damn. Sorry, Anish. I love you too. Yeah, Rameez, you've made this year very fun for me. Always nice to have someone like you. So I know Blake kind of touched on Rameez's daily schedule, but one of my jokes is actually walking through his daily schedule. I'm also at the apartment a lot, so I kind of see a day in the life. So step 1, wake up at 1 p.m.
Wait, that's it.
All right. And then the next thing, walk straight from your bedroom to the couch, sit on the couch for 2 hours, and watch your favorite show, Roku menu screen. Then, of course, 2 hours is a long time to be staying on the couch, so then you got to take your daily nap at 3 p.m. A couple hours later, wake up, repeat steps 2 and 3. And now you can imagine a day like this takes a lot of energy. So at this point, he's usually pretty hungry. And then the next step is to make a grilled cheese, and do not clean up after yourself. Cannot emphasize that enough. All right. All right. Then, like most stoners, after a nice grilled cheese, you want to hit some weed. So then the next step is to ask Jason for some weed hits, whether it be cart or flower. But, I love Rameez, so I'll always say yes. All right. And then we already know one of Rameez's favorite shows to watch, not only high, but also completely sober, is Planet Sheen. Never thought. I know. I remember when that show came out. When I don't know how old I was, like 11 years old. Even then, I thought like, wow, this show is the dumbest piece of shit I've ever seen. But I'm glad that Rameez confirmed my suspicions. All right. Yeah, and then after a long day of all that, just go back to sleep way before everybody else does. Yeah. All right, yeah. So anyways, that's the day in the life of Rameez as I see it. So let's move on to my next joke. So I always hear you talking about how you want to be like a CS major, you want to get your MBA, you want to get your internships, bank jobs. Your ass is still looking up test questions on Quizlet for Western Civs. What the fuck? When are you gonna move on? You gotta move on, bro. Also, does anybody smell that? Oh wait, no, it's just Rameez's feet. All right, and then I'll.
You're the one who doesn't wear socks.
Sure. Yeah, I guess I fucked myself. All right, and then I'm gonna end up my bit with a song I wrote. I call it an ode to Rameez. Rameez, you gotta fucking clean up after yourself sometime, man. You're 24! Come on! Thank you.
That was amazing.
Adeel's up.
Alright, that was like actually amazing.
Everyone's bringing it tonight except for Jared. Yeah.
Wait, is there anything Jason?
Alright.
Also, wait, Adeel, take the mic and like.
Where is it? Oh, okay.
Adeel, what song is this by who?
This is, what is it? Keanu Reeves by Logic. I should have put a J. Cole song on. I should have put a J. Cole song. Wait, do you have water? Can I get some?
I'll get you a cup.
Okay, thanks. I'll go run it back. Give me a second to get the water and then you can turn it on. Okay. Oh, dude, mine's not gonna be as good. Mine's gonna be subpar.
Your best joke was when Priya joked about how she throws her coffee.
Oh, thanks.
That literally happened to me last night. That was a true story. That was really funny.
All right. Decorum. Woo! All right, thank you all for coming here to the roast of Rameez. Such a joyous occasion. We got Rameez over here. And I'd like to, start off by saying hello to Bernard. Good to see you over here. I just want to figure something out because I don't know who's the bigger bitch. You for being whipped or Priya for whipping you for your whole life. We also have Dan here, who's just the lower quality poor man's Josh. So that's good to see. And so I just want you to understand, nobody ever will want to trip with you unless it's out of pity. So that's how you'll get any of us. So we have Sean here, and everybody keeps mentioning how he looks like a girl, but you look more like Jonathan from Queer Eye, which makes a lot of sense. Of course. It makes a lot of sense because I always see you're on Josh's dick all day. So. All right, Jason, No homo. Okay, Jason, I don't know why you're here. Don't you have more jobs to get rejected from? Priya, so I would have written a better roast for you, but you're just not worthwhile. I know you're like all excited to go to Accenture and all that stuff, but let me have you know that's not something to be excited for. That's where consultant dreams go to die. Just saying. Shireen is talking about dreams dying. I once had dreams of being a happy and successful man until I met you. Now I just dream for one moment's peace at night. So, you know. And so we have Jared here, who said he wasn't as creepy as the Jared from Subway, but I saw him spreading on all the girls here. So you should probably chill it out. You should probably chill out before one of us smacks the creep out of you. Just letting you know about that. Is Lucas here? Okay, Lucas. Yeah. Okay. Good. You're here. So everybody thought that I had no strategy in Survivor. To some extent, that would be true. But in reality, my real strategy was to just do anything to piss you off. And boy, did it not take a lot to make you fucking cry every night. Jesus Christ. So Josh, I trusted you, but now I have trust issues and everything, not even Shireen now. Which brings me to Rameez. If Josh is the reason I have lost trust in this world, Rameez is the reason that I have some left here. Come on, give it up for him. Rameez, you're so fucking dumb that there is no way that you could ever trick any of us, whether it be in Survivor, Insomnia, or in real life. So, you know.
Can I cut in?
Yeah, get in.
He's played a very strong game.
Oh, yeah.
So strong that we had to vote him out right away.
Oh, okay. There we go.
You had it.
But yeah, so everybody, thank you so much. Let's have a toast to Rameez. Woo! All right.
I gotta crack open a new drink.
All right, who's up next? That was me. Woo! Oh,
Let's go, Dan.
Don't worry about it. We got Rameez. It's our closer. Who's closer? What's everyone's...
In his face, got him singing sleep.
Oh my god. Let's do it. Everyone's here right now? Okay. Let's do it.
All right.
Quiet down.
Originally on my phone, I had all the Rameez jokes written first, but everybody went for the audience first, so I'm going to have to switch it up. I don't know what order I'm going to do it, so I'll just start youngest to oldest. So we'll start with Daniel. Daniel Bernstein is here. For those who don't know, he goes by the tag Zamu in Super Smash Bros., and he's actually ranked 78th in the entire world. So, yeah. Top 100 is pretty impressive, Daniel, especially considering with the amount of weed you smoke, you're probably not even going to be top 200 in the graduating class at Champaign Central High School. Oh. Blake Ball, guys. Everybody, Blake Ball. Blake Ball cannot even get close to dunking, which is really crazy because he's 6'2" and is constantly wearing basketball shorts. So. Oh, chill. Josh Morgan, everyone. Josh Morgan. I know you've been waiting for this one, Josh. Josh says he looks forward to breaks because he can finally go home and get his haircut at, the barber that he normally gets his haircut. He says that he doesn't trust Champaign barbers because he's afraid they're going to mess up his haircut and actually give him a good one for once. Oh.
Hey, Dan, have you gotten a Champaign haircut?
Would I get a Champaign? I've gotten one in my life. They're all right.
He's probably right.
The haircut, all right, Lucas is back here. I didn't know Lucas was going to be here, so I had to write one on the spot. Lucas is known for keeping his hoodie up when he plays Melee, which is a shame because he doesn't show off his hair. I mean, you look like a celebrity with that hair. Which one is it? Oh, right, Uma Thurman from Pulp Fiction. I didn't come up with a roast for Adeel, unfortunately, but now that I think of it, he's irrelevant enough to the friend group that it doesn't really matter. I actually didn't know that Priya was going to be working at Accenture until Adeel mentioned it in his roast. But, I mean, it makes sense. She's invested in an irrelevant guy like Byrne, hoping to make it big. Shireen was talking yesterday about how if she wasn't a girl, she would be in the Blender Bunch chat. And that would be pretty sexist, but she actually didn't get added because they thought she didn't have anything interesting to say. They didn't have the heart to tell her, so they just told her it was because she was a girl. So, wait, I was going to say that was mean and untrue because Sean actually did say that he didn't want to add any girls to Blender Bunch. Maybe it's because he's bad at talking to girls, which is crazy because, I mean, you probably have a lot in common with, like, a bunch of girls that you could talk to. I mean, most of it probably has to do with your hair care regimen, but other than that, I mean, you could probably still hit it off. I was trying to come up with a roast for Ed, but then I realized the odds that his friend gave him just to lose some weight, and I figured that that was a big enough roast that I couldn't come up with anything better.
It happened. It really happened.
All right, now I got to show some love for Rameez, the guest of honor, everybody.
Yeah!
I love Rameez. I love Rameez almost as much as Rameez loves Chicago, and just like any true Chicagoan, he grew up in Winnetka, went to school in Iowa, and is slightly afraid of public transportation. But Rameez really does have a love for a city. The other day he was telling me that there's a special place in hell for people who put ketchup on their Chicago-style hot dog. It took him a while to say it, though, because he was in between bites of his Swiss cheese, mayonnaise, and Taco Bell sauce sandwich. So I guess it's worse than that. There's a lot of debate about what the best big city is. Some people like New York, some people like Chicago, some people like LA. You can tell that Jared is from bumblefuck nowhere because when he wanted to go to the big city for a dream job, he ended up in Champaign, Illinois. Rameez said the other day that if he was going to have anybody play him in a documentary, it would be Donald Glover. And I was wondering which one of Rameez's features he saw most in Donald. His natural good looks, his immense talent, his sense of humor. Wait, Rameez, seriously, which one do you see? Because I cannot see any of them. Finally, I was waiting for somebody to make like a below-the-belt joke on Rameez so that I could say something mean, but nobody really did, which is crazy. He's like been asking for it. The man has whipped out his testicles the last 3 times we have played beer pong.
Wait, Dan, I did not lose against the testicles once.
Okay, distraction.
Oh,
That means the testicles are small.
he got you
That
there.
did not distract me.
I got normal-sized testicles.
Testicles. All right, well, but for real,
Quiet down now.
it's been nice to know all of you guys. I just met pretty much all of you this year, and it's been a great year. So I'm glad that I met you, all of you, and Rameez. It's been awesome. That's it. True.
Alright, I'm gonna grab some water.
Oh, this is you?
Oh, this is me. Who's up next for me? It's the man of the hour.
Got it.
Hey, does anyone want to go before Rameez? Hey, if anyone wants to go in front of you before Rameez goes, now's the time. Does anyone still have a roast? Wait, yeah, let's do one. Guys, Rameez, hey! Guys, Rameez is doing his daily exercise. The walk to the bathroom for a piss break.
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, little break again. Rameez is in the bathroom. People are getting drinks and stuff. I hope you guys have been liking the roast.
Who's in chat?
Enrique, Jake, Posky, Mike, Kyle, Anish.
I did not lose to Jess.
Okay.
Who are we missing? Oh, we're missing Rameez.
It's been a great roast. Everyone's been on point except for Jared.
You know. What up, guys? Dan killed. Yeah, everyone's been doing. I'm really surprised. Everyone's been really good. Adeel's here.
Wait, no. I just want to see what the chat's saying.
Adeel's
What is
roast
this?
is amazing. On the spot.
Yeah.
Came up with it during the roast itself.
Because I just hate you guys.
Okay, there have been some really good moments. Jason's guitar song, though. Oh my God, that was like God tier. It was God tier. It was God fucking tier.
How can I read up?
Huh?
Priya, Byrne, and Shireen. Shireen doesn't want to roast because she can't come up with anything.
Wow, there's a lot of messages in here.
But there's nothing to aim at because he doesn't aim normally. What's he doing up there? Blake, should we go out for a top of the head only roast? What is that? Just come over with shit on the spot. If you have something to say, come over here. No, I don't.
I thought for sure you'd come. I thought for sure you'd come at the LaBoufs.
Like, Rameez got two buffers on his. We respect the LaBoufs.
Dude, is Rameez takes long pisses.
Yours is pretty long right now.
Guys, Rameez is taking a cry break. Donate. He'll be back any second now.
Rameez be like I shitted and farted and pooped and gummed. Josh.
Dude, the chat is hilarious.
Who's in the chat?
You got like Enrique, Jake, Posky, Kyle, Anish.
Alright, Josh, you're the host, so you have to introduce Rameez before his thing.
I mean, yeah, when he comes, he's not here.
Well, yeah, I'm just making sure you have
You want to be the one who introduces him?
See, check on that seat next to Dan.
Wait, do you have a beer?
The one on the table. Yeah.
But
But that seat is mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit also.
I mean, that seat is yours. You can still seat check it
I'm
right
sitting
now.
here, Dan's gonna sit there. Sean's gonna sit
Oh, it's just playing this song again?
Josh, you have to upload this whole video to YouTube. It's so funny.
Do you have upload chat features or not?
Huh?
You can't upload chat with
There may be a way. There may be a way to download the chat. I don't know. But maybe not.
Josh, you can record the chat in a separate window on OBS and paste it over the side.
I could.
In like semi-transparency. I mean, if...
There may be a way to save the bot on Twitch.
Alright, I'm about to roast the chat. Chat, you're not even that funny. You're not even worth putting in the recording.
You gotta go to the part where Jared's up.
It'll come up.
Look at the chat when Jared is up.
Sorry, guys. We're still waiting on Rameez.
Like, who is this guy?
Well, to be fair...
Still waiting on Rameez. Just quick short break.
Yeah, Josh.
Jason runs on Jared.
Josh, you never mentioned who Jared was.
Huh?
You said who everyone was except Jared.
Yeah, that was the joke.
But the chat doesn't know who he is.
Oh, well. Okay.
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, cool. All right, we're back. Is there any space for me on the couch or no? Okay. Wait. Oh, here you go.
You guys say, Josh, I do this.
You want me to pin it for you?
Yeah, Josh, you check the end seat.
Goes right there.
Bro, I can't even put...
Okay. All right. Quiet in the back there. You guys are like.
Did you prepare anything?
Boy, go play
Oh, yeah.
on the balcony. I know all you care about is melee, so
All right, down.
All right, guys. I want to thank all you guys for coming out. So let's give a round of applause for everyone. I wasn't talking about the roast. I was talking about Byrne and Priya's engagement. All right. So let's give it up now for the man of the hour who actually was hosting, Josh Morgan. All right, so let's start off with that. So I was eating a bowl of cereal, and like you guys know, I make a lot of weird shit, right? So I was pouring a bowl of Fruit Loops, right? And I looked at the picture. I looked at the picture and I was like, damn, is that Toucan Sam or Josh fucking Morgan? All right, let's stay on Josh for this one. Now, I don't know what's more extinct, the dinosaurs you learned about in Dino Bio or his sex life.
Wait, that never existed.
Josh Morgan studies so much, like he spends so much time studying in his room, you would think he would finish his textbook about how to talk to girls for dummies. All right, no, one thing I do respect, though, is his musical taste. He always plays, like, whatever I want to play, we link, you know, like, we're on the same wavelength. I can't say the same thing about my other roommate, Blake Ball. His music is fucking garbage. All right, so, like, now I'm done with Josh. Now everyone just do their parts. Like, let's just clean up over here so he doesn't clean up in the middle. All right. So now, let's go out. Where's Dan at?
Over here.
Oh, there he is. All right, so the only thing that Dan has contributed to our friend group is this joke template saying, buddy, you built like. So how fitting would it be if I use his template for a roast for him? Boy, you built like a rejected Hollister model that now stars on Shameless as Lip Gallagher. All right, now let's go over here for my main man, Sean. Sean, when I first met you, I didn't know if I was talking to a stoner or a bearded girl. Why do all your friends from high school have nicknames except you? Were you not funny or cool in high school? I kid, Sean. You're pretty funny in Quiplash, but the poop and shit jokes are getting old just like your hair. All right, so Nate's not here. All I wanted to say about him was, like, if he walked through that door, he'd probably be drunk or high or both. He's just a definition of an average white guy. God was just like, yeah, let me just make the most basic white guy. That's Nate. All right, where's Jason at? There we go. I'm glad Jason's here tonight. I thought he would have gone to bed by now and turned off the music.
It's only 11.
All right, Ed, there we go. Ed's out here. I'm sure it's killing you not losing money in poker right now, but I'll take your money in 2K. Double or nothing. Adeel, man. All I gotta say is props for choosing Shireen out of all the girls in our friend group. She's the most sane and the most, like, not insane. But I gotta, but I meant, but, like, I really gotta ask, man, like, are you gay? Like, you have a makeup line. Look at your goddamn pants. All right, Blake Ball. Classic guy. Like, all right, so, like, how are you so tall and so white, but, like, you're always backed up in a corner against a short brown guy? And, like, also what I'm going to say on that is, like, how have you not, like, dated? Like, you're tall, white, and not that bad looking. I have an excuse. I'm short and brown. Now, I don't really know what's louder. Josh's laugh, Sanaya's whispering, or Blake's garbage music. All I gotta say now is I don't know, Sean. I thought of something for you. All I wanted to say, guys, is I really appreciate everything you guys have done. I've moved on around. Oh, sorry, I'm a little drunk right now. I've moved around a lot, and, like, I think leaving Champaign is gonna be a lot harder than leaving Iowa City. Like, I've only known you guys for 9 months, but like Jared said before, it feels like I've known you guys longer. So Thank you, everyone, for coming out. It's been a night. Josh, clean it up.
Oh, man. Well, thank you all for coming. I didn't have anything written for this, but thank you all for coming to the Roast of Rameez. It's been a great year. Great way to end the week. Now what? Happy graduation. And now we watch Meet the Spartans 2.
No.
All right.
Anything else?
Well, now we can walk around.
Wait, play features.
Oh yeah, I gotta play music. Well, I'm just gonna play the generic music I was playing.
Roku home screen.
All right. Anyway. So yeah, we got Dan here. Good roast. We got Blake. We got Andrew.
Is Posse in the chat?
I think so. Sean's over there, really drunk. And then we got everyone back there. So that's that. Thank you for coming out to the roast. Oh, Andrew, Posky says hi. Thank you all for coming out to the roast. It's been a great night. It's been a great host.
What up, homies?
And we'll see you all next time at the Ballhouse Brawl.